Hey, did you know that in 2018, 47% of Malaysian youth have high credit card debt? Most of the bankruptcy cases in Malaysia were primarily due to the inability to sustain debt. Financial education should be a lifelong learning process, but it's clear that our youth are still lacking financial literacy. Which is why we are here, to give you the essential information and skills that will help you make educated financial decisions in the future. Let's have a look at some of the basics of financial management to kickstart your journey. Of course, to achieve a goal, you'll need to plan ahead of time, which means personal financial planning is important for us by understanding our future, dreams, and goals. It involves the process of asking ourselves what we want in the time to come. Marriage, a house, early retirement, all of this need good planning. There are 5 steps in personal financial planning: assessing where you are now in financial terms, setting goals, creating a financial plan, implementing the plan, and finally, monitoring and reassessing. A basic tip on financial planning is learning self-control, and knowing how to differentiate needs and wants is also important. Although you can buy something on credit the moment you desire it, it's wiser to wait until you've saved enough money to make the purchase. A debit card is also handy as it takes the money out of your checking account rather than racking up interest charges. Something important to take note of is your cash flow. Cash flow is the net amount of cash and cash equivalents being transferred into and out of, say, your wallet. Cash received represents inflows, while money spent represents outflows. Everyone has a passive income. They are your savings and investments. Once you start working, you'll have an active income, which is your monthly salary. Regardless of age and marital status, we all have expenses. This can be differentiated into 3 categories: fixed, variable, and discretionary. So, how do we calculate and maintain a positive cash flow, you ask? There are 3 formulas used by experts. Basically, you take what you have minus your expenses, and if it's a positive number, it's a positive cash flow. Check out the link in the description box to read an article by Robert Kiyosaki regarding personal financial statement. Having a positive cash flow is important as it means that you have enough to pay for your debts. Moving on to budgeting. A budget is an estimation of revenue and expenses over a specified future period of time and is usually compiled and re-evaluated on a periodic basis. Effective budgeting starts with calculating your monthly income, picking a budgeting method, and monitoring your progress. Budgeting is very essential for saving and investing for your future. Here are a few great tips for budgeting. First of all, make a list of your income and expenses, and divide your expenses into different categories, for example, utilities, rent, food, etc., so that you are aware of where your money is going to go. Next, pick a budgeting method. In this case, let's try the 50-30-20 rule, which basically helps you to split your expenses. 50% of your money goes into essentials like transport and groceries, 30% on non-essentials like entertainment, and the leftover 20% goes into savings for emergency fund or investments. You can also use online resources and applications to ease your budgeting experience. As we all know, saving money is important because it helps protect us in the event of a financial emergency. It can also help us pay for large purchases, avoid debt, reduce our financial stress, as well as providing us a greater sense of financial freedom. Here are 4 saving tips you can start practicing today. Number 1. The Project 5. Every time you encounter a 5 ringgit note, save it. Or try the 52-week money challenge. Here's how it works. Start the challenge by saving 1 ringgit in week 1, 2 ringgit in week 2, so on and so forth. Believe it or not, over the course of the year, you would save a total of 1,378 ringgit. Other than that, it's important for you to fully utilize your student card. One of the perks of being a student is to be able to flash your student ID for discounts at selected retail stores, eateries, and even cinemas. Something fun would be the No Spend Challenge once a week. You can save money on food by prepping all your meals from home and avoid expenditure at all costs. Now that you're equipped with essential tips for financial planning, you're ready to grow your wealth. Good luck!